How to fix the macOS could not be installed on your computer error. Updating your Mac takes long enough as it is. But that ordeal becomes even more time consuming when the update fails and an error message says, macOS could not be installed on your computer. Don't lose hope. Most of the time, you can fix this error using the troubleshooting steps below. It shouldn't take long to work your way through them. We'll even explain how to avoid these kinds of macOS errors in the future. There are a lot of different reasons a macOS installation might fail. Hopefully, the error message told you exactly what the problem is. That way, you know where to target your troubleshooting efforts. Whatever the cause of your macOS installation error, it's usually easy to fix for yourself. Follow the tips below to sort out the issue. If your macOS installation couldn't be completed, you might find yourself stuck in a loop where the installer reopens every time you restart your computer. Follow these quick steps to break out of that loop and protect your data before troubleshooting the error. Safe mode stops various programs from launching upon startup, including the macOS installer. Booting your Mac in safe mode breaks you out of any startup loops and stops troublesome programs from running in the background. To boot into safe mode, restart your Mac and hold down the Shift key while it powers on. Release the key when you see the Apple logo or hear a startup sound. It should say Safe Boot in the menu bar on the login screen. It's always important to back up your Mac before installing a major macOS update. These updates edit the core files in your operating system, so if something goes wrong, you might need to completely erase your Mac to fix it. Time Machine is your Mac's built-in utility for backing up your computer. We'll show you how to set up Time Machine, make backups, and more. Time Machine is the simplest way to protect all your data in incremental backups. These allow you to restore files from particular dates instead of keeping only the latest version of everything. Before getting started with our troubleshooting tips, take a moment to make sure the latest version of macOS is compatible with your Mac. Open the App Store on your Mac and search for the version of macOS you want to install, for example, macOS Catalina. Click that app to view its details in the App Store and scroll down to the Information section. Beneath Compatibility, the App Store tells you whether that software works on this Mac or not. If it isn't compatible, you can't install that macOS version upgrade. It might be the first of many signs that it's time to replace your Mac. How long do Macs last? What are the signs that let you know when to get a new Mac? Here's when you should replace your Mac. Now that you've backed up your Mac and made sure it's compatible with the latest version of macOS, it's time to try fixing your installation error with the troubleshooting tips below. Since there are so many potential causes to this macOS error, any one of these suggestions might fix the problem. We'll start with the quickest and easiest tips to save you as much time as possible. Sometimes, all you need to do to fix macOS errors is to restart your Mac and try again. Open the Apple menu at the top left of your screen and select Restart from the drop-down menu to do so. If your Mac is unresponsive, press and hold the power button to force a shutdown. Don't do this while the installation is in progress, though, since doing so can corrupt the files in your operating system. It's possible that the date or time on your Mac is wrong. When this is the case, it can lead to problems connecting with Apple's servers, which might be the reason there was an error installing macOS. Open the System Preferences and go to Date and Time to correct it. Click the padlock and enter your administrator password. Then choose to set date and time automatically. A typical macOS installer takes up around 4-5 GB of space on your Mac. But to complete a macOS installation, your computer actually needs about 20 GB of free storage. This is because the macOS installer needs extra space to unpack files and folders. Without that additional free space, the installer has no room to work and can't complete the installation on your Mac. Open the Apple menu and go to About This Mac Greater Than Storage to view the amount free space on your Mac. Click Manage Storage to see what's using the most space and then follow our tips to free up more storage on your Mac. Running out of storage space on your Mac. Here are several ways to free up space on Mac and reclaim your drive space. The macOS installer on your Mac may have become corrupt somehow. It's a good idea to move that installer to the trash and download a new one to replace it. We suggest you download your macOS installer directly from Apple's support website. This way, you get the full combo installer, rather than the smaller version available through System Preferences or the App Store. The PRAM and NVRAM store various settings and preferences on your Mac, such as your screen brightness, sound volume, and display resolution. Errors with your PRAM or NVRAM might explain why macOS couldn't be installed on your computer. Fortunately, it's easy to reset these settings without erasing any of your personal data. To do so, restart your Mac and hold Option plus CMD plus P plus R while it powers on. Keep holding all those keys until you see a second Apple logo or hear a second startup sound, at which point the reset is complete. Still seeing that the macOS installation couldn't be completed, there might be disk permission or fragmentation errors on your startup disk. It's easy to fix most of these kinds of errors using the Disk Utility app, which comes pre-installed on macOS. Open Disk Utility from the Utilities folder in Applications. Select your Mac's startup disk in the sidebar, usually called Macintosh HD, then click First Aid. When you run First Aid, Disk Utility scans your disk for errors and repairs whatever it can. If macOS still won't install properly, you might need to reinstall the whole operating system instead. You can do this using recovery mode on your Mac. Restart your Mac and hold Option plus CMD plus R while it powers on. Release the keys when you see an Apple logo or hear a startup sound, at which point a macOS Utilities window appears. Click Reinstall macOS to install the latest version of macOS. The last troubleshooting solution for any software-related problem is to erase your startup disk and reinstall macOS from scratch. With a new version of macOS on your computer, you can then restore all your data from a time machine backup. If you don't back up your Mac before you erase the startup disk, you will lose all your data, photos, music, files, and everything else. Want to reset your Mac to factory settings the easy way? Here's a new method that automates a lot of the heavy lifting. As you've seen, there are several reasons an error message might say macOS could not be installed on your computer. We've shown you how to troubleshoot these problems, but you have a better chance avoiding them if you keep your Mac in tip-top shape all the time. Lots of free apps claim to help you do this. They offer to free up more storage or remove malware, but you shouldn't be too quick to trust them. Take a look at our list of the best free Mac utilities. Every Mac user should keep these 8 tools around to fix any problems that may arise, like malware, hardware issues, and more. Text source, makeuseof.com.